Sir, the tan jacket, will you please stand up and identify yourself? We're on the record.
Why?
Because I asked you to. I need to know who's in the courtroom.
You do?
Yes.
For what purposes?
There have been threats to other deputies in connection with Mr. Nelson's case. I want to make sure I know who's in the courtroom. Please state your name.
So, Your Honor, you're...
Sir, I'm asking you to state your name for the record.
You're saying that I threatened the deputy?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm controlling the courtroom.
Did you ask anybody
Tell
else
me
in
your
this
name.
room who, with their names?
Sir, tell me your name.
Your Honor, did you ask anybody else?
You're here by, let the record reflect, he is evicted from the courtroom. Sheriff, escort him out of the courtroom. You've refused to answer simple questions. You will not be permitted in the trial. You're disrupting court. Evicted from the courthouse. Tell him to take him from the courthouse. He's causing a disruption. He refuses to identify who he is. He doesn't need to be here. Sir, you're evicted from the courtroom. If you want to tell me who you are, I'll gladly listen to you.
No, did you ask anybody else in the courtroom?
Yes, I've identified everybody else. Please leave the courtroom, sir.
Yes or no? I didn't hear you.
I've identified everybody else. Sheriff, have him leave the courthouse now. Let the record reflect he's being combative with the court. The tone of his voice was very argumentative and agitated. Gentlemen, tell me your name back in the right corner of the courtroom.
Kyle Ray.
Kyle Ray?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me your purpose of being here. Forgive me, I don't know until I ask.
Yes, sir. I'm a witness for the state.
Okay, that's fine. You're welcome to be here. You've acted absolutely just fine. Tell me your name, sir.
Sergeant Clayton Dawson with the Madison Police Department.
All right.
Witness on the state.
I understand. Tell me your name, sir.
Keith McField, I'm here with the state.
All right, I understand. I've already identified everybody else in any event. All right.
And that brings me to the gentleman that was here that I asked to leave the courtroom. Quite frankly, when I asked him his name, he was very threatening to the court and attempted to intimidate the court by demanding various things, and he's not in a position to demand anything because we're in the courtroom where I've got to make sure both the state and the defendant are free from outside influences. I have no idea if he got that upset after asking a simple request as to what his name is, if he's going to try and hurt some juror walking in the courtroom or otherwise intimidate the juror. So for those reasons, I've taken the additional courtroom security precaution that I've already outlined and asked that gentleman to leave. I didn't take him into custody. He wasn't arrested. He wasn't charged with anything, but I eliminated the threat in the courtroom.
This hearing revolves around a case in which the defendant is charged with resisting a public officer for not identifying himself to the officer. The presiding judge, Judge Albright, kicked a man out of court because the man refused to identify himself to Albright. Mike brought up this blatant conflict of interest and obvious bias, but Albright just ignored it and kept on plowing through rights.